After you've finished your practice grid drawing completed with graphite pencil shading, we are going to be starting our actual project that is going to take this knowledge and kick it up one more level. So we are going to be doing an enlarged grid drawing of a bow. There is a worksheet that you're going to be taping to the back of a final paper. Make sure that your final paper is that thicker paper, not a thin copy piece of paper. I'm going to put just a little piece of tape. You can do one at the bottom and one at the top. And it shouldn't be very much on the front of your paper, just a tiny, tiny bit so that we don't risk ripping it after we do all of our work. And then I'm going to also have a plastic grid. The plastic grid is going to go over my reference image. You're going to want to choose the color bow that you're wanting to draw and shade. And I'm going to put the grid over the top of my reference image, and I'm going to tape it just like I did with my final paper and the grid behind that one. So here you're seeing I'm looking at just some different colors, options that you can choose. We will be shading in colored pencils, so keep in mind this bow is not going to be graphite like the one we did previously. So I'm taping it on here. And this is going to be the same process that we did in the worksheet, where we are going box by box and looking at the size of the lines and shapes within the box and trying to draw what we see. So to start your grid drawing, you're looking to look at the grids that are behind your white piece of paper and use those same boxes that are on your reference image to gently sketch in the shapes and lines you're seeing. So remember, we are looking at the size of the parts inside of each little box, and eventually all those boxes will come together. Do not try to draw the whole image at once because that's just a little bit more confusing. So instead, we're breaking it down piece by piece and trying to draw what we see. So I'm in this box right here, and I am drawing the front part of the ribbon that I see, and then there's a little back part as well that I'm going to go ahead and sketch in. And then that's pretty much it for that box, and I'm ready to move to the next box. Again, I could be very, very careful with it and get a ruler and kind of measure out, or I can just kind of eyeball it and sketch in looking for like how far over it comes off the grid line, how much taller it is. And then I'm just gonna work box by box by box. So I'm gonna move into this box down here and extend the part I already drew. If you can't see something, you can kind of lift up your grid and look at what's underneath it. Or if you can't see your grid enough, you could even gently draw in the lines as lightly as humanly possible so that you can erase them because you won't want them in there on your final project. So you're just going to continue through the entire image until you have what looks very similar to your photo reference. Don't forget to draw lightly so you can erase and edit as much as you might need to. When you're ready to, you're going to choose your colored pencils, and I recommend at least 2 to 3 shades of the color you're doing. We also have some blending pencils, and for the darker sections, I wouldn't go black. I would probably go with a brown, depending on what color you're doing. So you can see I'm looking here, and I am coming in, and I am layering my colored pencil. I started out with my lightest color first, my lightest red. And then I made sure to leave the white areas where the reflections show pretty light. Then I came in with a darker red and started blending that in where the darker sections are. And then I went in on top of that and did the browns in the really, really dark sections. I would not do black. And then the blending pencil is a colorless blender. It has no color to it. It really just pushes your colored pencil around and makes it nice and smooth. So you are going to work to try to layer your colors in to create the illusion of the glares on your bow and make it actually appear shiny and metallic. This is going to take some patience and a lot of layering. I would start out with a very light layer of your lightest color of red or blue or purple, depending on what you're doing, and then come in from there and look for your darker zones. And remember to just really pay attention to those glares and where they're supposed to be at and kind of leave those mostly open so you can give the illusion that it has shininess to your bow.